G'day folks, welcome to another episode of Stuff and Such. We're kind of back here working on the underwater camera, sorta. More it's just kind of filling in what's going on, sort of thing. Those chicks are really loud. I received most of what I had outlined in the first video, so maybe I'll kind of go over that. We're kind of at a standstill right now. I've changed directions a little bit, a fair bit actually, because I've been quite disappointed in some of the product. So the screens that I got, the LCDs, I got one 7-inch here. I got one 7-inch screen there, works good. And I got this screen here. It's a 9-inch, works good. Then I got this screen here, it's about 9-inch also, and it works good. So the screen aspect is fairly straightforward, it's fairly easy. Spend a decent amount of money, somewhere between $20 and $50, and you'll get yourself a good screen. What else? I got this little adapter for USB to 12 volt. It works good, but it's also sort of redundant because I've changed my plan a little bit. But it is kind of a handy apparatus to have for me, because I can run my internet and stuff off it. I got the cooler bag, and it's actually top notch. Quite impressed with it. Zippers are nice, the nice heavy fabrics, lots of pockets, lots of space inside. It did go back up in price though. If I had last seen it was back up to $80, which I would never pay for it, but I think I paid $30-ish for it, and to me that's a good price. That's kind of where it should be. Any more is kind of rip off, and any less is a bonus. So there's that. The wire, it was fine. I got 100-foot cable of wire. It's a bit of a rat's nest right now because everything's not done. It's a good wire that was in that link from the last video. One thing I changed is I'm going to change my power supply, and I'm going to use one of my Milwaukee batteries. They make these nice little adapters for them, which is really quite nice. On the side there's the USB that plugs in, so that just plugs in like that. It lights up. I don't know if you can see it, there's a little red light in there just to tell you it's doing something. And it plugs in. So that's nice. It'd be good for charging other items on the lake. You can pick them up for, I think they were $10-15 or something like that. Quite cheap. On the side they have a 12-volt hole. One of them. So everything's figured out except the camera. And that's kind of the heart of the whole thing. So I tried the backup camera that I'd put in the link, and I don't know if I have any footage of that, but anyways, it's crap. It's like 144p. They would be serviceable for looking under the water, don't get me wrong, but my thing is I'm not trying to just build a $100 camera or $100 quality camera, if you know what I mean. Like, you can get those, they're called fish TVs, they're absolutely garbage, but they sort of worked. That's not what my goal is. My goal is here to build something that's reasonably high def, within reason, something 480p or even better. I have an idea that I'm going to share with you later though. So the camera sucked, so I thought, well, maybe it's just the camera. Yeah, so then I bought another one that was higher quality. Well, it was more money rather. So that one was made by Pyle. and it was a pile of crap. Yeah, so they were 20 bucks a piece. I tried them. They were garbage, so I returned them. That brought me to my next adventure. So right now I was at $20 and I wasn't finding good enough cameras to meet my needs. So I kind of got searching, and I've always heard rumors that the China underwater cameras are actually pretty good. So I kind of got looking into them. I looked at just getting a replacement camera with the wire, like they come with the wire. And I was seeing them for, they claimed they were 100 TVL, which is I think around 600 resolution, give or take. TVL, it's kind of, basically it's a scam in my opinion. So I got looking at them and I thought, well, if people are claiming they're really good, I'm going to get one. So I got looking and I was seeing them for about $50. And I thought, well, sure, I'll pull the trigger on that. So as I was looking, I just so happened to find another underwater camera, but it was a complete unit that comes straight from China and has everything, and that's where I come up with this thing. It was on sale, 120 bucks. And I thought, well, worst case scenario, I'll just scrap some parts of it if the camera's not much better, because this one came with a 10-inch screen, which I thought was awesome until I tried it. So this is kind of, I guess, a review of the China underwater camera. So here it is in all of its blazing glory. Nice big screen, as you can see. My hand covers, you know, it's 10.1 they say. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. It's close. It's fairly big. The problem with it, it's LED. So what happens is when it gets cold-ish, and I mean cold-ish, like not very cold. I was in my Otter ice hut, and I had the heater on. It was probably plus 3 or 4. I was in my shirt, and the screen was just blinking and carrying on like crazy. It was ridiculous. So they, on all their advertisements, they have these beautiful pictures and all honky-dory, and everything's just beautiful and fake. And anyways, so I obviously knew it wasn't going to be that good, but my expectations were higher. So here's a screen. I'm going to fire it up for you if it works. So yeah, you can kind of see it on your camera a bit. There's a bit of horizontal lines, and we're in the basement here, and it's, I don't know, 7 Celsius, and I just brought it out of a warm house, so it's not even that cold, and it's already getting carried away. As for the camera, so you're seeing it kind of flashing there. It's, in real life it's not quite that bad, but it's sort of that bad. So as you can see, it's really blue, and it is kind of good, but it's really annoying. It's super duper blue. There's the lines flash across it. So it is reasonably highish def, but it just keeps, it's got that really blue tint to it, which is really annoying. I have to admit, it is far better than these things. So you can see behind me, you can read that words back there, Tundra Chainsaw. You definitely could not see it with the other one. So it is not too bad. I think if you're really careful with how you treat it, it's not too bad. But for me, it still didn't reach my goal. So we'll shut that down. Gives you kind of an idea what you're dealing with there. So you kind of seen that camera there, and for some people that's good enough, I guess. So what I'm going to try next is I have cameras, security cameras around the place just to kind of keep an eye on what's going on around the property and see if any foxes start moving in or skunks and stuff. You can kind of catch them before hopefully they get to the dogs and stuff like that, chickens. So anyways, but those cameras are 1080p. So they're a high def camera. And you can visually see it's nice and bright. So what I'm going to do, and I've already ordered them, is I bought another security camera, fairly small one, about $35, from Amazon, so in case it sucks I can send it back. And they use BNC connectors. I don't have any, but they kind of slip in and lock. Yeah, so that's a BNC connector right there. So they slip in and lock. And then you can buy an adapter that goes to RCA, which is your normal component, which is these ones. The yellow, white, and red that used to be back on DVDs and VCRs and stuff. And they still use them. So you can buy an adapter that slips into the BCN connector, and then you can slip it into one of these. So my thought is I'm going to security camera, the cable that's in the past video, the one I have here, that's what it came with, the BNC, so they'll snap in together. I'll put that connection and wire in a waterproof container and seal it up. And they're fairly small, and honestly if my camera ends up as big as that thing, I'm going to be happy with that. As long as I can get crystal clear imagery. That's my goal. I don't want to look like a 1940 Western movie. I want it to look clear. That's my goal. That's what I'm going to settle with. And if I don't get there, well, I'll just stop making videos and give up. Yeah, so this cable here, it connects into a camera and has the power source. But the nice thing is that if I tuck this entire end into the waterproof container and just have this small one sticking out, it transfers power and the imagery through this nice cable, and it's about an 1/8 inch thick, so it has a little more wear and tear ability on it. Isn't that beautiful? So yeah, that's the method I'm going to try with. I'm going to try the security camera first, and hopefully that gives me the resolution I need, the infrared I want, the quality I need, and we'll settle with. And as for this junk, just enough of that. Anyways, hopefully this information is somewhat crystal clear for you and helps you make a decision. If you're going to buy one of these cameras, make sure it doesn't have an LED screen. Make sure it has LC as in carrot D and not E as in electricity. Take care, guys. Hopefully this information is somewhat helpful and sort of getting you sorted out in the right direction. Hopefully you don't have to waste as much time as I did. If you have any questions about all the ramblings that didn't come across very clear, hit me a comment down below and I'll try and head you in the right direction. I've wasted many an hour that maybe I can keep you from wasting yours. Anyways, if you found any sort of information helpful in this video, please like it and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.